You're listening to Studio 57 Radio, your home for underground hip-hop, rap, and R&B. Studio 57 Radio.
Welcome to the most must-see sports talk debacle on the internet. What's going on, everybody? Last week I was on the other side of the planet, not really, just another spot in the mitten, so I apologize. But we're back. We're at it again. Normal time, normal thing, same. And then, and the debauchery is happening. It's going on. The same thing. We'll complain about the same old bullshit here locally, and hopefully it'll get better. Yeah, it's not. Detroit fans are screwed. But we're going to have fun with some other stuff, NBA Finals, all that good stuff. And finally, my team, a team I wanted dispatched is dispatched. So I'm happy. Moose, are you happy? I'm happy. DSR2, I'm Scrappy Heroes, your host, Johnny the Moose.
Hey, here we are back for another edition of DSR2 on this glorious Wednesday here in May. Only in Michigan. It's going to be like snowing and it's 80 degrees. And lo and behold, I guess we don't get spring. We went right to summer. It always seems that way. But this year's more of an extreme on it. So Gage missed it here. You guys know last week Scrappy had to do daytime job stuff. So we weren't on, but we're back here live this week live. We got lots to talk about. We got the NBA playoffs going on. What the hell? Oh, yeah. Tom Gorse finally came out of a drunken stupor, made a decision what to do about the coach, general manager, and vice president of basketball.
What did he decide? What did he decide?
He decided that Van Gundy is gone.
Then what? Then who's he going to pick?
Nobody.
He's going to do. He's going to listen to the two big, fat, bald, retired guys.
Well, he's going to listen to Arn Tellman, basically, who's going to pick a former client of his. With it, because again, we'll talk about that. Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, Chauncey's not coming here." Why would you want to come here as your first gig, and it's going to be an unmitigated failure because it's not in your control?
Did you hear Shaq and Barkley? They're like, Isaiah Thomas should be the president.
Isaiah Thomas is like scored
should be the GM. Or the GM, yeah, that's what we need. We need Isaiah Thomas for the GM. That's great.
You know what? He's
Wait, what is he gonna do? Like, does he have like roofies in his pocket? Because who's gonna take these shit contracts for these mediocre players? Like, you're not gonna fix that, and you got like no draft picks. So, what the hell's Isaiah gonna do? Look up?
First of all,
what the fuck?
First of all, what has Isaiah ever had any success with,
dude?
Name one.
The biggest success he had was he didn't go to prison.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess that would be the operative word.
Yeah. So, yeah, lots to talk about. I mean, you look on there with the idea. I mean, basically, went to the Raptors, was a failure there. Oh, yeah, he took over the original D League and basically destroyed it.
Yeah, now it's the G League because they don't want to curse it.
And then he went to the actually he did coach for a couple of years in Indiana. Actually, it wasn't half. It was Then he went to the Knicks, and gee, that was a success. Not. I mean, unmitigated failure. What could I get? Isaiah is again. We've known Bonner. That's why he didn't get the Detroit gig because again, the old man knew, hey, he's going to be an unmitigated disaster. I'm going to hire the other guard, the one that actually looks like he's so smart, and Joe Dumars.
Well, Joe D did manage to, like, fleece him. You know what I mean? Like, he would get fleece cats for deals. Like, I don't see Isaiah doing that. So,
no.
That's just my take on that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's bring Bill and Beer and the coach. Really?
You know what?
Freaking really?
If you're gonna bring back an old washed-up player, like I'll take Lambeer over Isaiah, I guess.
I wouldn't take either of them.
Well, I know, but who you got? Be real.
Who do I have?
Who are you gonna get? And who are you gonna get? And be real.
Doesn't matter who you get, because again, the previous guy left you with basically nothing but a hot, steaming pile of poo.
Yeah, you've got 3 to 5 years before you can clear any of this crap.
Right. You're stuck. I mean, so again, anybody that's worth their weight, worth their salt, is going to look at this job and say, no.
No.
So you might as well just hire some Bobo, the clown.
Some
it doesn't matter.
Smoking jackwagon turd bag. I mean,
yeah. Well, we can get Billups in here. Yeah. Well, again, who is it Billups going to hire as a coach? Oh, yeah. Fizdale. But where's he at? Oh, yeah, he's in New York. Again, it doesn't matter because you're stuck with this huge albatross of a contract and freaking Blake Griffin, and you don't have any draft picks.
Right.
And possibly one of the best years in recent memory in the NBA draft. You don't have a pick.
That's Stan Fan, and we all,
unless somehow the basketball guys say, you know what, Goris basically gives freaking Adam Silver a roofie, and basically somehow the ping pong ball, ours is like helium, and floats up for number one. Then, oh my God, then maybe you got a shot because Stan Fan's not making the picks.
But who is?
Oh, Jesus.
Who's making the pick?
Let's wait till 3 weeks after the season before we do all this. Whatever. Geez, I mean, this is going to go right back to like the Dick Vitale Pistons, but they were just a freaking disaster and they win 11 games. It just doesn't matter.
313-349-5652.
Santa, you want our team here? Take you can go back to the call. You can call them the Supersonics too.
The text lines here. Well, I mean,
we'll get an expansion because if we got an expansion team in there with a new ownership, and they would be better than this crap.
They're gonna go to Vegas if they don't get their shit straight.
Fine, bye, and we'll get a re-expansion.
We'll get a re-expansion. That's great.
They already got a nice stadium arena already built up in Auburn Hills.
Yeah, that won't be there too much longer.
Of course, I swear to God, he must have mounds of cocaine.
Well,
he's just like basically he's watching Scarface and basically playing cosplay with it, where he's dressed up like Al Pacino with mounds of cocaine for himself.
He really just doesn't. He's not, and he doesn't know what he's doing when it comes to this particular. He thinks he can run it like his other businesses, and that's just not how this works. It's the NBA. It's a completely different scenario. We'll
move downtown where you're a tenant. You are a renter.
Right.
They don't care. You rent.
Right.
You had your own stadium, state of the art still.
Yeah.
You just pumped $50 million into it. Guess what? Your fan base was where? Northern Oakland County.
Yeah.
Nimrod. I mean, this is just we have to think things out. Think what out? What the hell do you have to think out? You look out and you go, this ain't working. Basically, the first after the final whistle blew, it would be basically your stuff's already boxed up there, on there. You don't even need to go to the locker room and address your team there for the final time. Because why? You're gone.
Right.
And again, Gorse is an idiot, complete moron, because he signed off on the frickin' trade.
Right. Oh yeah. Well, think about this, Moo. It's like, what is it? 2018. So like, if you're a teenager, maybe just got your license, your
kids will be basically growing up before this team's relevant again.
Right. Like you'll have kids before this team will ever be relevant. So your entire lifetime, up until you get married and have kids, you will not. You never saw. Yeah. No. You don't remember a championship run. That shit ended in 04 was the last run. 05 was your last shot.
Right.
So if you were born in, if you're born in 03 or 04
born in 05, they don't know. They haven't seen squat.
Yeah, they don't know.
At least they've seen
they'll probably be done with college, Moose, before this team's any good. Yes.
This is the worst scenario of pretty much all the teams because they're stuck in the worst case scenario. Pistons, we know on at least they're basically all right, we're going to rebuild. They're at basically the bottom right now. And they've got at least, some kids coming in, and they've got draft picks, and we'll see what happens. I would have cleaned house on here, but you're looking at that. Tigers, they know what they're at. Yes, clean house, basically. Everybody's on the trading block. You know what?
Right.
You want to make
we talked about it before, Moose. Detroit sports fans are going to be sucking wind for a while.
Yeah,
because
you're your best case scenario. You're on their Lions.
God, that's hard to say. God, that sucks. You don't think a baseball team can be turned quicker than a football team?
No.
Okay.
I think with the NBA, with the NFL, and everything, with the free, on there, with the right fit on there, you can turn it around quick.
I think the other two teams, Pistons and Red Wings, I think the other two teams,
I think the
bad contracts are just.
Well, the bad contracts, but the Pistons, the Wings are going to get clear off more stuff faster than the Pistons.
But it's still 3 years before they're going to be away from stuff. They still got they still got a couple of years worth of bad contracts. So.
They got 2 years left of bad contracts. Good news is they've got a lot of draft picks this year, high picks on there. They've got 4 of the top 40. So that aspect wise is if they hit on 2, then it makes the process go faster.
Right.
If they hit on 1, okay, that's what we expect. If they hit on 3, holy crap. If they hit on all 4, holy Jesus, then suddenly it'd be a real fast turnaround. They do have young core group guys still in Grand Rapids that are coming in next year. So you're going to start seeing that process move along on it. That's the plus side on it. The minus side is I don't have faith in Kyle Holland because he's done nothing in the salary cap era.
Right.
Because he's done some bad contracts in that. Well, actually, we don't know what he can do because he hasn't had anything to work with really wise with it. Yes, they played hard and competitive on there, but they still lost on there. So you say, okay, they didn't quit on them for the most part. Whereas, again, you watch the Piston games on there, that team quit on Van Gundy numerous times.
Yeah, they're done.
Tigers-wise, do you look at the lineup today? You go, Jesus, this is like a minor league team, and they still almost won. So at least I think Gardenhire is I think he's a really good manager. He's going to keep us from being unmitigated disaster to just ordinary disaster. We're still going to lose 90 games.
Yeah, right.
There's no way if it's or he's going to probably keep us from losing 100.
Right.
But again, if Fulmer on there, if somebody wants to make us an offer for Fulmer, fine. We'll listen. But you know what? It's costing you. I want the King's ransom. I want everything.
Well, they got to figure something.
Because you're stuck with that contract with Mickey.
Yes.
You're stuck with that forever.
Forever and ever. 313-349-5652 unnamed texter checks in. He goes, I have a 12-year-old son who's never seen a championship in this city that he can remember.
Well, that he can remember, yeah.
Because 08 would have been the Red Wings, right?
08 would have been the Wings.
Even 2. Who wouldn't remember that?
Right. Oh, yeah, and I was me for the most part because I was 3 when the Tigers won in '68, and I was freaking 19 till the Tigers won.
I
was 18 when the Michigan Panthers won the USFL, and I was at that damn playoff game when they won against the Oakland Bears, got to the championship. So, damn it, I saw championship football.
I was like 7 when the Tigers won in '84.
Yeah.
And then
you got the Pistons and the back-to-back.
Yep, I got the back-to-back Pistons. I got all those Red Wings championships.
You got the 4 Rings champion. You got the 04 Pistons going to work Pistons on there.
Yep. So,
but yeah, as much as we gripe about the Lions on there, you got to think on 3 of the last 4 years they've actually had a winning record, and two of the last 4 they've actually gone to the playoffs with a buffoon coach. Now I think we may have a legit coach. There with it.
I just think it's really hard to win it all. Like, I think you can be competitive and relevant for a while. I just don't.
You got to catch basically lightning in the bottle kind of thing. Because you always say elite quarterback under, but you also got to get out of the Philadelphia Eagles because they're caught lightning in a bottle.
I think my whole thing is how many times have just in my lifetime, the Tigers have been to the World Series 3 times.
Yeah.
So, like, the Lions have been to the playoffs 3 times.
Well, you got the 90s too. They went to the playoffs like 3 times in the
Yeah.
90s.
So,
They actually won a playoff game in your lifetime.
yeah, I was about to say they've won
They
one
only
playoff
won
game.
one in my lifetime, so you're basically the same as me on there. But yeah, I mean, they've been in a lot of playoffs. One I'll say is 91, 93, 95, 96,
and then these
or 93, 94, the 90, or, yeah, 91, 93, 95, 96.
and then
Or they went back-to-back playoffs on there.
So you got
and then,
5.
yeah, they got like 5 or 6 playoff appearances with it, and 1 playoff win. But yeah, they went 0-16 too.
Exactly. So it's,
So-
to me, they've never even sniffed a Super Bowl, and the Tigers have been
the
to 3 World
91
Series.
that was the
at the same
closest, and they got smoked by Washington.
Right.
And I remember the beginning of the year, on the first game of the season, there is they played Washington on the Sunday night game, and they got smoked.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
then they played Washington again in the conference championship and got smoked.
Yeah.
Wasn't even off. That team basically is again bad draft picks because again Andre Ware should have never been picked at the 7th pick overall.
Well, that's a whole other conversation. I guess my whole point of the topic is I've seen the Tigers. I've seen the Tigers get there.
You see the Tigers, Pistons, and Wings get there.
Never ever have I seen the Lions.
No.
So now I have to believe the Lions are the first ones to get to a championship.
Well,
I don't know. I'm not buying it.
well,
I'm not buying it until I see it.
if you're a Maple Leaf fan, basically, unless you're like 60 plus years old, you've never seen a Maple Leaf win a Stanley Cup, and they've got the second most Stanley Cups of all time. And they haven't been to a Stanley Cup finals in 40 plus years.
Right.
And they haven't won one since what, 67?
Right.
And they're number 2. Montreal's 1, Toronto's 2, Wings are 3.
Right.
And we've seen the Wings win 3. They should have won 4. They should have won in 09.
Right. Oh God, that was rough. I was so upset. I was angered by that. Just
But the Pistons should have won back-to-back twice.
Yes, I'm butthurt by that. I am butthurt by the fact that they didn't win three-peat the first time through.
Right, because they should have won in 87 or 88.
Yes.
They got screwed.
Yeah, they got screwed out of 88, and then they won 89 and 90. So I wanted
and then they had
the
to change the
three-peat.
rules because Jordan was butthurt.
Yes.
And they had to change the rules, and then they get to the conference on there, and they get beat by the Bulls on there. On that. So, yeah, I mean, and then, yeah, they should have had three-peat, and they should have had back-to-back, 04 and 05. But, yeah, I mean, then you get the idiots out there talking about Jordan and LeBron and everything with it.
Oh,
LeBron's
jeez.
No, he hasn't passed him yet, but
Look, I don't like. I'm not a big LeBron James fan. I don't like his game, and I don't like his attitude. His numbers are undeniable. He's a physical freak. Like, the guy is like unbelievable in that respect. I think he is a great player. If you want to have a conversation about him and Magic,
I think his game more equates to Magic.
I'll have that conversation.
But I do
But
again.
this Jordan shit. I mean, come on, man.
I mean,
Come on. It's an era thing. We've had this
it
conversation.
is an era thing. But if you take him as an individually on there, people are like going, well, if LeBron was on there, I mean, LeBron was the size of Charles Oakley. Yet, look how fast he can move and how gifted offensive-wise he is. Oakley was a goon on there.
Right.
The plus, I mean, the thing you can make for on there, and then I'll still state it on there, is the quality of play right now. Yes, I know the East is a lot easier than what Jordan played with, but overall in the championship game, is a lot better than what Jordan faced. I mean, come on, really? Magic was on his last legs. It was the year he retired the following fall because he had HIV. Really, the Trailblazers. I mean, you talk about the biggest group of frauds there ever was.
Well, I'll give him the finals appearances were not the greatest opponents, but to all those years against the Celtics and the Pistons, I mean, those bad boy Pistons teams were just as bit as deep as Golden State.
Yes.
I don't want to hear it. So
that's the one thing on it. You look under, and the people. There's a team that doesn't get their recognition as one of the greatest teams under is that Piston team, because look how deep they really were. And again, they played great defense and they were mean and they were basically on there. But you know what? They also scored over 100 points a game.
You had Mark Aguirre, Vinnie Johnson, and John Sally coming off the bench.
Right.
Come on now. You had
And
Lambeer, Rodman, Isaiah,
one you had,
JD. I mean, come on.
And that first one, you even had James Edward coming off the bench because Mahorn was the starter.
Right.
That was a really good team. People don't give the bad boys enough credit.
So you're talking. I mean, well, they had to beat the Celtics. So
You know,
Celtics
and it's the
teams,
thing
those
too, is
Lakers
like,
teams were all-time teams.
The two really bad. I mean, the one team down there, Jordan Faith, they never faced in the finals because he was out the 2 years, was Houston.
Right.
And really, they may have beaten Jordan. Akeem was a beast. He had Clyde.
Well, that's what everybody wants to see.
Everybody knows that. And that's
Jordan.
If Jordan did take those, would he have beaten Houston? I don't know.
That's going to be the
because Akeem was the MVP. I mean, and he was on there. He was in the peak of his honor. You had Clyde to Glide.
That's the
You
argument.
had Vernon Maxwell. You had Robert Ory. I mean, it was like you had a really good team wise with it. They were, I think, get stand toe to toe with Jordan's team.
Well, I mean, I guess what you have to look at is when they did have those kind of matchups across that time frame, and how did they match up? How did they play? I mean, we don't know. They never ended up meeting. You know what I mean?
Right. And he retires after beating Utah.
All right.
And the following year, San Antonio wins in '99. Would it say he stayed another year? Would he have beaten San Antonio?
I mean,
Robinson and Timmy.
Yeah.
The first year. I don't know. That was a really good.
Those are good teams, but I think you're talking about first time through. I think, you know, it's kind of like, I think Jordan and Pippen and Rodman and all those guys, they can sneak one more out, but you're right. The passing up the guard is not far.
Right.
You know
it's
what
not
I mean?
as close. It's close.
But I still think he's got, you know, back-to-back three-peats and the whole 9 yards. Right. You know what I mean? I just think if he doesn't go do the baseball shit.
Say forget if LeBron somehow gets this Cavalier team to win it all. Then you go, crap. I mean, there's no way Jordan could get this beat that Golden State.
Well, not against the teams that they played in the era, but I mean, look what they're playing against now.
Well, I mean, look at
so all they got to do is get to the finals,
right?
So no, do they beat Golden State team? No, but I don't think Cleveland does either.
No, but say if you put Jordan on Cleveland and he gets this Kurt team over to Golden State, would he have his good? I don't care who gets against Golden State this year. It's going to be over in 4.
Yeah, that's what I guess that's my point.
And it's not going to be close.
I don't know that there's a discernible difference on how far the team gets if you replace those two players. I get it. It's close. They're totally different games. It's totally different play. Like, I get it. It's an era thing, and it's more about what you prefer and what you like. I am not a huge fan on the way they coddle LeBron. I'm not a huge fan on the way he plays the game and how he travels and pulls people over and all those things that they've let him get away with. They've adjusted the way the NBA looks because of the way he plays, and it's not, you know, all those things were not allowed before. You know, and it's one of those things where
Jordan didn't become the greatest on there. You know, the world champion until he changed the rules for him too.
Yeah, well, it was one of those things when he still dealt. It was just a hand check situation, really. And when you loosen up, and that's fine. I don't think that's any different. If LeBron played in the 80s and 90s, he would have adapted just like all those guys did. It's not any different. In fact, the fact that he was as big and strong as he was would have probably been more of an asset. He might have been more of an animal had he been brought up playing that way.
Yeah, because it was a totally different game. You didn't have the outside shot that they have today.
Right. So I just think, like, to me, Jordan's game evolved from, and that's that to me, the evolution of his game with the jump shot and the fadeaway and all the things that he was doing, the clutch, the give me the ball, I'll win the game, all that kind of stuff that he did. That's the difference. Like, you can break down every other thing we just talked about, but that right there is the difference. Right. Period. So now he doesn't have the stats that you're looking at when you look at championships. So if those two things are your main criteria, then Jordan wins out right now.
Right.
And until LeBron, you know, changes that narrative, it is what it is. That's why, in my opinion, the conversation is LeBron and Magic. It's not LeBron and Jordan. The conversation back in them days was it Jordan or Michael?
Right.
I mean, Magic.
Yeah.
That was the argument.
Yeah, it was Jordan, Magic, and Bird.
Right.
That was it. The big three.
So I don't want to hear it. Stop. Everybody's been trying to do that. It doesn't. Whatever. It's crazy. Crazy. So it's just. I just think that's the fine line. We're splitting hairs. Once again, it's a generational thing. It's an era thing. Who'd you come up watching, and at what time did you see him? Because that's what it is. Is you're influenced by when you saw it as well.
Well, here's one thing we can all agree on: Dwayne Casey being the coach of the year is bullshit.
Yeah, the fact that it's not
Brad Stevens didn't even get a vote.
That is haterade at the max. That is what that is. That is like next level effing haterade. Like,
how the hell did the Raptors? We coached them to 59 wins. Great. And what did they get? Oh yeah, they got swept. And they quit. And they probably should be canned. And they're gonna blow the team up. But yeah, on there. Oh, give me a break. I mean, Brad Stevens should have won this one. And he loses he's the second best player. 5 minutes into the season.
Right.
Kyrie's been banged up pretty much all year on there to get down there. Hopefully they'll close out there and get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and yet he gets no votes. But you get Nate McMillan of the Pacers, Brett Brown 76ers.
Yeah, your dude from Toronto.
Doc Rivers, the Clippers. Really, Doc Rivers. I mean,
whatever. Toronto did what Toronto does. They shit the fucking bed when they got to where it mattered.
Yeah, they're the chokers.
So, and you're gonna give that guy. And not one single, and that's by your own haterade. It's a bunch of bitter old fucking bastards that just are mad.
Yeah, Brad Stevens is a wizard.
Right.
He's like a dark black magic wizard there, man. I mean, for this team, Boston, again, to have the second best record in the NBA or the East, basically with this lineup on there. I mean, he's literally got a mass shooting out there. Guys are missing out there, yet he can still win after win after win on there. It's just beyond me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Me.
Yeah, Robin.
But all the Raptors, whatever.
313-349.
Why'd you give the votes to the Milwaukee Bucks because they got to the 7th? Oh yeah, they canned him.
Text lines open 313-349-5652. Wait, how does that happen? From Robbie, Stevens is exceeding expectations with a damaged team. Haterade, Rob. It's bad.
They hate the player.
It's bad. And unnamed texter says the regular season doesn't mean anything if you crap the bed in the postseason, and that's my whole take. That's on coaching. Because that's the difference when you get in there. All these guys are good. You're winning throughout the year, but now you're scheming against a team. You're not playing your scheme and playing a game. You're spending all this time preparing for a team.
Right.
That's what it comes down to. Coaching and preparation. That's a difference between it's not like they came in at the 8th seed playing the 1. Am I tripping?
No. I mean, I just don't understand. Again,
not one single vote. That is disgusting. Like, don't take that award, roll it up real tight, and stick it up your ass. That thing has no credibility whatsoever.
He's like,
it means shit.
And here he's like, whatever. It doesn't even bother me. You know what it is next year? It's like when he has
bullshit. It don't bother. He's in the room. He's in his man cave kicking shit.
No, he's busy
fucking
coaching,
motherfucking.
He's busy coaching right now against Philadelphia.
Yeah.
But you know what's going to happen next year?
How they doing?
When he gets Kyrie and Hayward, and watch. The basketball gods are going to look out on Boston, and they're going to end up with the Lakers' #1 pick overall, and he's going to get DeAndre from Arizona, the 7-footer, and he's going to say, "Oh yeah, kiss my ass, 59 wins. I'm going after 70." It's just, I am going to destroy everybody.
It just blows me the F away. Is all there is to it, man. It's just it's freaking insane. It's insanity to me. It's actually freaking insanity.
But yeah,
Haterade. Hater.
Now they're talking about blowing old Raptors up because it just isn't going to work.
Yeah, I mean, let's start with the head coach.
How about this?
That'd be funny if he gets fired. That'd be hilarious. That would be the funniest guy.
That team quit on him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How does he win this? How does he win this? Lock the number in the text line. Hit us up. Follow us on Twitter at Studio57. Subscribe. We're on YouTube, or we're on YouTube now. So go to the YouTube channel, the Studio 57 Radio YouTube channel. Hit subscribe. Get your alerts. Hit the little dingy bell there, and get your alerts so that way you don't ever miss a show. And you can watch it on your phone. You can download it at your leisure later. Whatever you want to do. Bada boom, bada bing. It's a beautiful thing. The new DSR2. What's on the other side of the break, homie?
We'll go NHL action a little bit.
Nice.
Because we got playoffs going on. Golden Knights, are they winning too early?
Oh, too early.
They need basically that fan base is it just gets given to them.
That is a.
You need to suffer.
I'm on the bandwagon. I jumped on. I broke my ankles jumping on. I'm not jumping on.
Go Jets.
Go Jets.
DSR2, Studio 57 Radio.
You're listening to Studio 57 Radio, your home of underground hip-hop, rap, and R&B. Studio 57 Radio.
Party people, this is the original Black Ice, and you are definitely listening to Studio 57 Radio. And if Studio 57 Radio isn't on, then your radio ain't really on. Check that.
You're listening to Studio 57 Radio, your home of underground hip-hop, rap, and R&B. Studio 57 Radio.
Hey everybody, Scrappy here to tell you about the Fat Radio Show. Hang with me as I break down the world of entertainment with great guests, celebrity interviews, awesome games with wonderful prizes. Also, we've got the biggest library of underground hip-hop of any station on the net. You mix in a little stand-up comedy and a text line so your voice can be heard, and you got a pretty good little show. But add listener-controlled programming. Yeah, you heard me. Listener-controlled programming, where you, the listener, can decide what makes it on the air. And now you've got the greatest show ever created. Join my show, your show, our show, the people's show, That Radio Show, each and every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, only here on Studio 57 Radio.
Hey everybody, this is your boy Big D, here to tell you about Mark for Life Tattoos. Guys, this place is the cleanest, most laid-back studio in Metro Detroit, and the artists are top-notch. And if you're like me from the D, you need to stop in on Fridays for that D-Day and get your old English D for only $20. Not interested in tattoos? Mark for Life does body piercings. Mark for Life is located at 22533 Van Dyke in Warren, and the guys are there 7 days a week from noon to 9. So give them a call at 757-2222. That's 586-757-2222. On Studio 57 cents, you get 20% off. So what are you waiting for? Call them now.
Hey everybody, Smokey here to tell you about Allstate Tire. With winter fast approaching, the most important thing between you and the road is your tires. So don't put your safety in just anybody's hands. Go to Allstate Tire. With new and quality used tires available, you can trust Allstate Tire for all your tire needs. You can visit them at 14208 9 Mile Road in Warren, or give them a call at 586-779-8759. Allstate Tire, your source for quality new and used tires.
What's happening, everybody? Scrappy here to tell you about Love and Life Club. Love and Life Club is a social networking club that's located at 19960 James Cousins. That's a large service drive between 7 and 8 Mile Road in the D. You need to stop in for $5 Fridays for great music, food, and drinks. I personally recommend the chicken. Love and Life Club is also available for rental for bachelor parties, wedding receptions, or any party for that matter. For more information, log on to www.loveandlifeclub.com. That's loveandlifeclub.com. Or call D at 313-999-2824. That's 313-999-2824. That's Love and Life Club. If you're loving life, you need to be in the club. Take you over this ride.
Ultimate Underground.
You know, when you hear that sound, you're gonna have a good time, because that's the sound of the Ultimate Underground live concert webcast from the Detroit area. We go to the most famous, should I say, infamous venues in the D, and we're gonna get underground music scene from the streets to your computer, like nobody else can. There's only one catch. You never know when and where the Ultimate Underground is gonna take over a broadcast. So you need to stay tuned to Studio 57 Radio all day, every day, with clues on when and where the next Ultimate Underground may happen. Now, there's no other station on the net that's going to give you this live webcast of some of the hottest artists in the D. That's the Ultimate Underground live on your home for hip hop, rock and metal, Studio 57 Radio, baby.
Goodbye.
You get what you want, cause we got what you need. Studio 57, serving straight to the D. Recording, mixing, mastering on great beats. We do what we do to keep you hot on the streets. You get what you want, cause we got what you need. Studio 57, serving straight to the D. Recording, mixing, mastering on great beats. We do what we do to keep you hot on the streets.
Studio 57 is a 32-track digital recording studio that utilizes Cool Edit, Logic Pro, Shure, AKG, Sennheiser, Yamaha, Korg, Mackie, Boss, Ibanez, Fender, Loops, and many more to make your music pop. Experienced and friendly engineers make Studio 57 feel like you're home away from home. With beat creation, mixing, mastering, digital media conversion, and DJs for any event, Studio 57 Records is your one-stop shop for all your music entertainment needs. We have online bill pay and flexible payment schedules that makes Studio 57 the place to be. For more information, visit Studio57Records.com. That's www.studio57records.com or call us at 586-420-3390. That's 586-420-3390 or log on to Studio57Records.com. Just remember one thing, baby.
You get what you want, cause we got what you need. Studio 57, serving straight to the D. Recording, mixing, mastering on great beats. We do what we do to keep you hot on the streets. You get what you want, cause we got what you need. Studio 57, serving straight to the D. Recording, mixing, mastering on great beats. We do what we do to keep you hot on the streets.
Party people, this is the original Black Ice, and you are definitely listening to Studio 57 Radio. And if Studio 57 Radio isn't on, then your radio ain't really on. Check that.
You're listening to Studio 57 Radio, your home for underground hip hop, rap, and R&B. Studio 57 Radio.
Compact Rebels. More DSR2 on the way. I hope you guys are ready. If you haven't already, go to our YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe. Studio 57 Radio. Just YouTube 57 Radio. You're good. You'll find it. Not hard. Follow us on Twitter at Studio 57. Like the Studio 57 Radio Facebook page. Per usual, Studio 57 records to Z.com where it's at. The text line is available as well. 313-349-5652. It's only changed once in 7 years, but we're keeping that thing around. We're going to keep this thing moving, and hopefully the battery doesn't die on the Facebook feed. All right, I get that taken care of. So let's get things rolling back into NHL playoffs and a whole lot more. This is DSR2. I'm Scrappy. Here's your host, Johnny the Moose.
Hey, here we are back for the second segment of DSR2 on this wonderful Wednesday here in the D. It was like 80 degrees earlier. We had a little rain here, cool things down, so I guess we did some social connection. But in case you missed it, first segment, all NBA action under NBA playoffs under debate on Jordan and LeBron. And basically, our Pistons are screwed no matter who comes in. It just doesn't matter because the owner's buffoon and he's like freaking doing mounds of cocaine, allegedly. And he's cosplaying, allegedly, Al Pacino from Scarface there. Tony Montana.
Oh, my goodness. Well,
I
if
could
you've seen
just
him
see
in
him.
person, I mean.
Just think about it. Perfect. So again, we got a little playoff action going on in hockey here. Yes, we are happy. Because why? Pittsburgh lost.
Yes. Beautiful thing.
Even though it meant that the Capitals won, they still won it all.
No, they still have an opportunity. See, this is the
They
greatest
still have
thing.
an opportunity to lose. And they will.
That's the greatest thing about it is that it's like a double dipper. Like, not only do they dispatch of the team I absolutely can't freaking stand, but they can still do what is expected of them, and it's to shit themselves. So
Right.
it can still all happen. It's
But
great.
it will happen.
It's great. It will. It's awesome.
Because they will lose to Tampa Bay.
Yes.
Tampa Bay again right now is the best team in the league right now. They're the hottest team right now. They've taken care of business there, no problem with it. They've got really the most balanced team out there right now with it. And then who built that team? Oh yeah, Steve Eisman.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
She was here.
we had the conversation at the time. We wanted him, but we knew the deal.
Yes, we do. And then we got tonight, tomorrow night, because I guess there's a Justin Timberlake concert in Nashville, so the Predators and the Jets don't face off till tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
you know
it
what?
is.
Screw that nonsense. I ain't hearing all that.
So yep, and winner goes against the Vegas Golden Knights in their
My
first-
team. That's my team. The brand new team, and I love it. That's my team.
I'm
on the bandwagon.
If they win, is that really good for the sport?
It is great.
And next,
It goes right back to our whole conversation, Moose, of why we like the NFL, the NHL playoffs and the Stanley Cup, because any team can win it. All you got to do is get in. And guess what? Even if you're a goddamn expansion team, you can win it all on your first go round.
You know why they?
You know what you need to do? You know what I would do if I was the owner? I'd do the George Costanza. I'd be like, I'm out. I'm done. Folding up the team and moving out. I'm out.
Teams for sale.
One off. I'm out of here. See ya.
I am batting 1,000.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass.
Sayonara. Remember they did the whole thing where he had to learn when to get out of there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, but the key is that people like was rigged, whatever. This year we made it easier on there. Well, again, they drafted really good. I mean, out of the expansion wise, they signed the right players, the right mix under.
Right.
The key was they got really good goaltending.
Mhm.
And again, Pittsburgh could have used Marc-Andre Fleury, could they? But Matt Murray didn't quite put it up to Washington, huh?
Yeah.
Again, Pittsburgh just wasn't as good as they were in past years. And sorry. Yeah, great. I'm glad. Oh yeah, great. Sid the kid got his points, but you know what? Whiny maggot. I can't stand him.
I can't either.
And
that's a big reason why I can't
I can't stand
stand that team, is because I just can't deal with him.
And I don't believe in the Capitals on it, but I really like Ovechkin though.
I do like Ovechkin. He's one of my favorite players to watch that's currently out there right now. You know, I kind of obviously I came up in the 90s Red Wings era, and I really love that whole, you know, early 90s to mid, you know, well, basically like 2010 is really when the wheels fell off right around that time.
Yeah.
So like that was a great era from like 20 years there of Red Wings. So we, you know, obviously, but I mean, outside of all those guys during that time that came to our home team, I think he's one of the more. I mean, Gretzky, of course, over the years and all that. But I mean, he's one of those guys. I just like watching him. I like his game.
I like.
You know what I mean? And that's what it is. It's not. He's not greater or better or anything.
You know what? He is a
just like his
power
game.
on there, but you know what? He's not afraid to mix it up on there, like Crosby. Why, maggot?
He yeah. Well, he should have been a soccer player, Moose, and that would have been fine. It would have been perfectly acceptable.
I'm glad they lost. But yeah, I mean, yeah, people are whining about because Vegas. But again, I do recall. Again, I'm old.
Right.
Back when the St. Louis Blues were expecting, they made like the Stanley Cup Finals like their first 2 years.
Right. Yeah.
On there as an expansion team back when the league went from 6 to 12,
See?
and
See?
of course they
See?
did lose because they played against Montreal.
But still.
But yeah, the Blues went to back-to-back Stanley Cup Finals. Of course, guess who was running that team as general manager? Scotty Bowman.
Yes, very good. I mean, and yeah.
And of course, he went on to bigger things, but with Montreal and Detroit and later on in his honor. But yeah, you look on there with that team on there. But yeah, I'm rooting for again the Predators. They come back on there. Pecorino. I'm rooting for the Jets. You know, the Jets are like, you know what? Yes, they're Canada and everything, but they're not like Toronto. They're not like, oh, you know, we deserve it because we're Toronto. The Jets are like, we're happy to be here. And you know what? They got their franchise ripped from them because ownerships are fucking idiots. Fans show up. Oh, we're going to pull them and move them to Arizona. And basically, you've been in receivership ever since then. And they get the team back and they kept the name and they go back to the Jets and that. So, yes, I'm rooting for the Jets on there out of the West side versus hopefully they get past Nashville, even though Nashville is pretty good. But I'm going to root for them over the Golden Knights. But, yeah, the Knights, I mean, again, Marc-Andre Fleury, Carlsberg, I mean, they're really good. I mean, it's as long as Pittsburgh's out of it. That's all that matters.
Right.
And then when the Capitals get knocked out and it gets to Tampa Bay, it just doesn't matter at all. It's right in the world. It's like when Toronto lost in the first round. Oh, it's right in the world.
Ben checked in and says the Capitals went 3-0 against the Bruins this year and last year.
But they're not playing the Bruins.
Yeah, I don't know what that has to do with anything. They're still who do they got? They got the Lightning. It's a whole different team. What's the Bruins have to do with it? Do you think the Bruins are better than?
Yeah, the Lightning took care of the Bruins in 5 games.
Right.
4-1.
Right.
So what does that got to do with it?
Yeah, Ben, where are you? Hello, pay attention. Yes. Well, geez Louise. Man. Is that all you guys got for me today? Man, we take a week off and this is the crap I come back to? Jesus Christ, Ben. Oh my God. I think my head hurts.
But yeah, conference finals. I mean,
Dan says you're complaining about Vegas winning it all, but what if Tampa and Winnipeg were like in the finals? Like, who's watching that?
Me. Who's watching it? All of Canada.
Yeah, well, Canada will watch it, but I mean, Canada will watch any hockey, dude.
Tampa.
They'll watch any hockey. They'll watch any hockey.
Tampa shows up for their games on there. You know what? They're really good on there. You know what? Who's there to watch? Pittsburgh?
All right.
Whatever. Tired of Pittsburgh. The only better thing is if Crosby got ahead. Basically, they would have made Crosby bleed like Gretzky in NHL '94.
All right.
Gonna make Gretzky bleed. Again, that's what we got. who's going to watch Tampa Bay? Well, again, with Nashville, you want to rematch Nashville, Tampa, Pittsburgh, again, whatever. Again, the Golden Match would be the Vegas and the Capitals on there, basically the star-crossed franchise of the Capitals, who's always on there, versus the new hotness.
All right.
That would get the ratings up.
All right, Thomas, at least. All right, so Thomas, at least he's got, I may not agree, but at least he's articulate and it makes sense and he has a take. Okay. This year's playoff Capitals are much better than the regular season's Capitals, which was not the case in 16 and 17. Since game 3 of the Blue Jacket series, Washington has played tremendous hockey.
I would agree.
So if Backstrom and Burakovsky can stay healthy, the series could go the distance.
I would agree to a sense on that because, 15, 16, 17, the Capitals were all hot and everything, and they were great, and now everything in the regular season. And they came into the playoffs.
Right.
This team's a little bit more gritty.
Right.
This team is basically a little bit more focused, and they know the stakes are high on there. So I think this aspect was this, they know it on there.
So
I would agree with that aspect with this. And yes, they probably could go to the distance on there, but I think Tampa is a little bit more balanced on there, and I think they're a little bit more talented than really what you look on there. Then I do like this. I mean, again, I Ovechkin and Backstrom on there, but I think Kucherov and then I think I think they're just a little better. I mean, I think with it. So.
I'm not going to take it. I'm thinking I'm just not going to take any more text. Like I'm the George Costanza of the text line. I mean, Jesus Christ, that was finally a good. Thank you. That was a good text. We got a bunch of crappy ones. Come on, let's get some good ones here, people. 313-349-5652.
And I'm glad the Lightning beat up on the Bruins there because I hate Brad Marchand.
Yes.
Stop licking everything.
Stop licking everything.
Somebody should have just popped him one right in the mouth. They should have.
Okay. Couple more texts here. It looks like on the hockey. If I can find them. I think I lost them. 213-449-5652 still available to you. Live from Detroit Studio 57 Radio. If you haven't checked out the website yet, if you scanned us over on social media throughout the little shares and visits and different pages and whatever, go to the website, studio57records.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Studio 57 Radio, and follow us on Twitter at Studio 57. And make sure you get everything that is available to you there as far as our programming. Mike checks in. When Capitals win, it is because of Alex Ovechkin. When the Capitals lose, it's a team sport, and it's everybody else's fault. Damn Caps fans.
It is, and
then that's kind of a natural thing. That's what it is. I mean, if you think about it, he can't win it all by himself. But if he does stand out and you like his game, then he's going to get. It goes both ways. He's going to get too much blame sometimes too. So, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, Ovechkin down there, but I think they're a little bit more. We always said they were balanced past years, but this one team's a little bit more grittier on there. But again, it's like a couple last week when I had friends of our Penguin fans. Oh, that was a great win in overtime. Oh my God! I'm like, yeah, but you beat the Capitals. Really? It's the Capitals.
Yeah.
It's like I said, the Capitals could win it all on there, and I'd be like, I still don't believe it. I'm not buying it because it's Capitals. There's a constant. It's constant in this world. Until they actually win the Race Cup, I'm not buying them.
All right.
Not going to do it. Now, I'm going to still stick with Tampa Bay, beating them out in, I think, the West Conferences. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. Again, between the Jets and the Predators, and then they're going to go against the Golden Knights of Las Vegas.
I can't wait. I hope they win it all. That'll be awesome.
They've got a goalie that's actually won 3 Stanley Cups there with Fleury there. So I mean, again, there's your coach of the year. Again, the NHL should be not even. It should be basically as Gerard Gallant and everybody else. He won the 3rd best record in the NHL with an expansion team.
Right. I wonder if they will change the way they do the
Oh,
expansion.
they're so going to change it back to where it was.
They've got to do
They
something.
tweaked it around there to make this team not be hot garbage on there, and it bit them in the ass.
Well, no, it's not. They're not hot garbage. They're far from hot garbage.
Yeah.
They're as far from hot garbage as you can get.
All the other teams are all pissed.
Yeah, they're mad. I mean,
We want our teams going on our players' back. No, not gonna happen.
no.
It's my ass.
Oh my god. So like you buy a team, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get this expansion team, and we're gonna do the new expansion rules and with the new expansion draft, and you're gonna be like, holy lotto.
We had the
that's like winning Powerball.
It was
The way it worked out for that.
yeah,
for that.
it was like basically winning Powerball and banging a supermodel all at the same time.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, if they win it all, that's basically where it's at.
Yes.
I mean, that's nuts.
It's like
man.
being Justin Verlander. You get traded to the world champion. You win a world champion. You get traded. You win a world championship, and you're banging.
Yeah.
Getting up there.
Jesus Christ. Shout out to my boy Tony Savage, MMA fighter, listening, hanging out with us, saying hi. Thanks for throwing us a thumbs up, brother. Oh my goodness.
You know what, guy? I'm real glad that also Pittsburgh won because Crosby still can't grow a freaking beard. My God, he looks like my like I was when I was 12, trying to grow a beard.
He is follically challenged.
Then don't try.
I
I know it's tradition on there, but you know what? You look like shit unless you can really grow a beard. Unless you can grow a beard like Joe Thornton, then don't try.
He looks hopeless. He looks homeless. You know, like
It's like a gay homeless.
like yeah, like he had like some like he's homeless and he's so dingy he can't even grow.
He's homeless. But even homeless people can grow a beard. He's a
Not always.
putz.
He's a putz.
He's a putz.
I am not a fan, but
No.
we've had the conversation. I could go on a rant probably every single episode about that guy, but then
But we don't have to because he lost.
yeah,
And he's at home.
that is the single best thing that come out of that series. It's just absolutely freaking outstanding. And you know, we got the NBA game. Philly just like trying to hang in this bitch. They're up 2-40. They're up 46-45 in the.
Again, it's basically a bunch of guys that just came off the bench and that for Boston because everybody's hurt.
It's amazing what.
But he didn't
they've
get
done.
coach of the year.
Oh, I know. I just can't take it. It's so insane. So insane. But I mean, Philly. I mean, I don't want to get too far into this again, and if you guys want to, we can, I guess. But Philly's like they're athletic and they're fun to watch, but like they got a bit to learn.
Right.
And I think that's kind of what's going on here. They're just not in Boston is buying in, believing and doing their thing and playing efficient basketball, and they've just been a better team this series. And they've been a better team in the playoffs. It's scary. I mean, the way Cleveland's been playing, I don't think they want to see Boston either.
No.
I mean, not the way Boston's been playing. I mean, geez, are they not the hottest team in the East? I mean, in my opinion, when you have those kind of injuries and you're just
Because you
Pumping out.
got a coach that's not going to. There's a team that actually buys in with the coaches on there,
yeah,
so they're mentally tough. They're not going to be like, ah.
right. I don't know. It's just one of those things, man. I don't know. We'll see. But that's NBA, NHL. I love it. That's a cool thing about this little part, this little period in time, because you got all this playoff action going. You got a little baseball going on, and the football with the draft and all that. But it's crazy because as much as you get hit with all this at once, it just drops off the map here
Right.
pretty soon. So enjoy it while you can, I guess.
All right,
One of those things.
We're going to take a quick break here. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little about baseball action going on there. And what the hell's with the damn no-hitters? We're already into it in like 6 weeks into the season.
And that's that. What's going on? Like last year, it was home runs, right? Juiced balls and
So much for the juice balls.
yeah. Like what are they? Are they overcompensating for juiced balls? I just like saying juiced balls. I might just keep saying juiced balls over and over and over again. But no, what I don't get it. Like I feel like the fit. Like I don't know. I feel like they're manipulating the out with the.
No.
What's going on here, Moose?
I'll tell you here when we get back after the break.
Okay.
We have DSR2 Studio 57 Radio.
You're listening to Studio 57 Radio, your home for underground hip hop, rap, and R&B. Studio 57 Radio.
Party people, this is the original Doc Ice, and you are definitely listening to Studio 57 Radio. And if Studio 57 Radio isn't on, then your radio ain't really on. Check that.
You're listening to Studio 57 Radio, your home for underground hip hop, rap, and R&B. Studio 57 Radio.
Hey everybody, Scrappy here to tell you about That Radio Show. Hang with me as I break down the world of entertainment with great guests, celebrity interviews, awesome games with wonderful prizes. Also, we've got the biggest library of underground hip-hop of any station on the net. You mix in a little stand-up comedy and a text line so your voice can be heard, and you got a pretty good little show. But add listener-controlled programming. Yeah, you heard me. Listener-controlled programming, where you, the listener, can decide what makes it on the air. And now you've got the greatest show ever created. So join my show, your show, our show, the people's show, That Radio Show, each and every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, only here on Studio 57 Radio.
Hey everybody, this is your boy Big D, here to tell you about Mark for Life Tattoos. Guys, this place is the cleanest, most laid-back studio in Metro Detroit, and the artists are top-notch. And if you're like me from the D, you need to stop in on Fridays for the D-Day and get your old English D for only $20. Not interested in tattoos? Mark for Life does body piercings. Mark for Life is located at 22533 Van Dyke in Warren, and the guys are there 7 days a week from noon to 9. So give them a call at 757-2222. That's 586-757-2222. Come Studio 57 Stitching, get 20% off. So what are you waiting for? Call them now.
Hey everybody, Smokey here to tell you about Allstate Tire. With winter fast approaching, the most important thing between you and the road is your tires. So don't put your safety in just anybody's hands. Go to Allstate Tire. With new and quality used tires available, you can trust Allstate Tire for all your tire needs. You can visit them at 14208 9 Mile Road in Warren, or give them a call at 586-779-8759. Allstate Tire, your source for quality new and used tires.
What's happening, everybody? Scrappy here to tell you about Love and Life Club. Love and Life Club is a social networking club that's located at 19960 James Cousins. That's a live service drive between 7 and 8 Mile Road in the D. You need to stop in for $5 Fridays for great music, food, and drinks. I personally recommend the chicken. Love and Life Club is also available for rental for bachelor parties, wedding receptions, or any party for that matter. For more information, log on to www.loveandlifeclub.com. That's loveandlifeclub.com. Or call D at 313-999-2824. That's 313-999-2824. That's Love and Life Club. If you love and life, you need to be in the club.
You know, when you hear that sound, you're going to have a good time, because that's the sound of the ultimate underground live concert webcast from the Detroit area. We go to the most famous, what should I say, infamous venues in the D and bring the underground music scene from the streets to your computer like nobody else can. There's only one catch. You never know when or where the ultimate underground is going to take over a broadcast. So you need to stay tuned to Studio 57 Radio all day, every day, with clues on when and where the next ultimate underground play happens. Now, there's no other station on the network here to give you this live webcast of some of the hottest artists in the D. That's the ultimate underground live on your home for hip hop, rock and metal, Studio 57 Radio, baby.
Goodbye.
Get what you want, cause we got what you need. Studio 57, serving streets of the D. Recording, mixing, mastering, or great beats. We do what we do to keep you hot on the streets. You get what you want, cause we got what you need. Studio 57, serving streets of the D. Recording, mixing, mastering, or great beats. We do what we do to keep you hot on the streets. Studio 57 is a 32-track digital recording studio that utilizes Cool Edit, Logic Pro, Shure, AKG, Sennheiser, Yamaha, Korg, Mac, Boss, Ibanez, Fender, Fruity Loops, and many, many more to make your music pop. Experienced and friendly engineers make Studio 57 feel like you're home away from home. For beat creation, mixing, mastering, digital media conversion, and DJs for any event, Studio 57 Records is your one-stop shop for all your music entertainment needs. We have online bill pay and flexible payment schedules that makes Studio 57 the place to be. For more information, visit Studio57records.com. That's www.studio57records.com or call us at 586-420-3390. That's 586-420-3390 or log on to Studio57records.com. And just remember one thing, baby. You get what you want because we got what you need. Studio 57, serving streets of the D. Recording, mixing, mastering on great beats. We do what we do to keep you hot on the streets. You get what you want because we got what you need. Studio 57, serving streets of the D. Recording, mixing, mastering on great beats. We do what we do to keep you hot on the streets.
Party people, this is the original Black Ice, and you are definitely listening to Studio 57 Radio. And if Studio 57 Radio isn't on, then your radio ain't really on. Check that.
You're listening to Studio 57 Radio, your home underground hip hop, rap, and R&B. Studio 57 Radio.
Welcome back, Rebels. In case you're just tuning in, we talked a little NBA. We talked local Detroit sports a little bit. We got a little more into that, considering we are Detroit Sports Radio Rebel. Talked a little NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs, and playoffs. We are absolutely outraged by the NBA Coach of the Year scenario. That's retarded, but we'd love to hear your take on anything else going on there. We're going to move our way over to MLB. It looks like the Yanks and the Sox are like dueling it out and getting after it, and it's just an amazing little thing going on here in the early goings of the season. And yeah, not so much for Detroit Tigers, but you know, whatever. We're going to get into all that. Text line's open 313-349-5652. Feel free to chime in. Follow us on Twitter at Studio 57. Go to YouTube, damn it. Studio 57 Radio. Look us out. Subscribe. Hit the bell. Get your goddamn notifications. Don't miss a freaking show ever. Going live everywhere, baby. So let's get it in. More DSR2. Without further ado, let's do the do that we do at DSR2. I am Scrappy, and here is your host, Johnny.
Hey, here we are back here for the second hour of DSR2. We have lots here to talk about that this wonderful Wednesday here in May. Yes, we are like in full summer gear here. We're
It's insane.
3 weeks ago, it was snowing.
I know. It's just
That's
Michigan. Really.
Yeah.
Just I don't even know what
It
else
was
to
in
say.
the 80s, and then next thing you know, it was snowing, and next thing you know, it's in the 80s.
Yes, that's just how it is. And tomorrow will be hail and there'll be frogs falling from the sky. It'll be great.
Yes. So lots to talk about because we talked about the NBA playoffs action going on here. Boston is up by 6 going into before halftime, so there's in the second quarter. Basically, we also got NHL playoffs going on here. Yes, Pittsburgh lost. Yay.
Yay.
And Scrappy is all on the
Yes, I'm all about the Vegas. I'm on the bandwagon.
So with all that talk on there, and basically now we got a little playoff action going on here as well. So we got that going on. Basically, and then as we teased on there, what's the deal with all the no-hitters? There's 3 no-hitters here in the first 6 weeks of the season. I think there was like 21 no-hit bids going to the 6th inning on there. Yes, what is it? The juice ball on there? Well, it's simple on there. It's simple with it is yes, home runs are still going on there, but guys are basically just trying to launch home runs. They're not connecting on the ball. Strikeouts are up because they're not getting ball and play on there. Ball and play is at a low here in a long time on there. And thus, if you don't hit it, then you get strike out. Thus, you're going to get more no hitters. It's simple arithmetic. Your batting average, the average batting average is 245 among non-pitchers, which is the lowest it's been in like 30 years. Thus, not hitting.
Yeah.
You want to go, but what's a home run?
Yep.
Don't worry about on there. I mean, so you're
Chicks will dig the long ball, homie.
Chicks dig the long ball. That's great.
Yeah, but if you're shooting blanks, so many blanks, what's it matter?
200 times a year? I think Ted Williams struck out 200 times in his career.
Well, chicks only dig the long ball if you can get it up.
That's great. Yeah, home runs on there. I don't see.
Gotta hit the spot.
Yeah, guess what? I don't see Giancarlo Stanton or Aaron Judge on there for home run leaders. Yet there is a Yankee on the top 5 under, and that's Didi Gregorius, the shortstop, has got 10 with it. But yeah, if you look on there, especially with with ERAs and that is, I think Houston team has got a sub-5 or sub-3 ERA. Justin Verlander is leading the league in ERA with a 1.17.
Wow.
Second to Garrett Cole at a 1.42. Scherzer would ordinarily be way up there, and he's like at a 1.7 under. Yeah, Verlander is 4-1 with a 1.17 ERA with a WHIP of 0.71.
Holy crap!
He's pitched 52 innings. He's got 70 strikeouts. Garrett Cole has pitched 50 innings. Has got 77 strikeouts. He's 3-1. Holy crap! Holy Jesus, he's tapped. Well, I mean, you look at 2 guys on Houston has got 3 out of the top 10 ERAs on there because you got Charlie Morton at 4-0 with a oh my god, he's got a 2.16 ERA. And yeah, Dallas Keuchel's at like that's what causes the worst one at 3.72, which is he's their 5th starter right now. And then you've got Dallas Keuchel at 3.53. Oh my God. You're at like a sub-3 ERA as a team-wise.
That's
and you
crazy.
got 3 of them that are based, 2 that are sub-1.5, and 1 is at just over 2. Oh my God.
Insane.
It's absolutely insane here. And again, Verlander age, 34, I think he's under. He's on pace to win his 2nd Cy Young, or his Cy Young on it.
Still a long season, but that's just amazing to me.
And again, I thought as soon as I signed when they traded for Garrett Cole, I thought, honest. So I would go, the Yankees and Red. I still got to play Houston in the playoffs on it because, again, remember, I do recall that, yes, pitching counts.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I mean, runs against on there, they are at like 108 runs against on that, 194. So the run differential is plus 82. So all the runs that I mean, again, and then he goes, oh, the Red Sox, yeah, Yankees are 200 runs scored, Boston's at 194, but Houston's at 190, and they've given up like 20 less runs than Boston.
All right.
Just amazing. And they actually even 4 more games played. I mean, they're 24-15. So, and then Boston and the Yankees are 25-10. So, again, Houston's played 4 more games, and they've given up 20 and 30 less runs than you two with 4 more games played.
Wow.
Again, and remember, you get to the playoffs. If you do get to the playoffs under Yankees, you're JV's bitch.
Yeah.
You're his personal bitch. But yeah, and we got the Central here, which is, yes, Cleveland leading the Central by playing 500 ball. Yay.
Good job. Way to go.
Tigers are third, 15-21. Again, the worst team in the league is Baltimore at 8-27. They're horrible. They're the worst team in the league. Dodgers are hurting because Kershaw's hurt for.
I was about to say Kershaw is.
Ryu is also on the DL, so they're like again 9 games behind Arizona. With it, the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks actually have the second best pitching in the league. With again only giving up 117 runs in their game, so they're not scoring like the Yankees. They play National League, so. Surprises, the Braves and the Phillies leading the Braves on top of the East, Phillies second. Nationals, so all the Nationals are starting to get hot lately. They're 9-1. They're third. And then the Mets, well, they're the Mets. The Cardinals, well, yep, they're on top of the Central. One of these years, the bubble's got to burst. The Cardinals just can't keep being there year in, year out.
Right.
Guys get hurt. Oh, we bring somebody else up the farm system, and else in there all on there. And then the Pirates and the Brewers. Cubs actually, believe it or not, in 4th in that division there. And we already said Diamondbacks, Rockies, Giants, and then the Dodgers with it. Big thing was last week was that Albert Pujols got his 3,000 hit. So he's basically on lead status there. He's one of 4 players with 3,000 hits and 600 home runs. Prince Albert. With it again, the 3,000 hits is on there. I think Miggy's got a really good check because he's at 20, just over almost 2,800 hits for these career wise. I don't know if he'll get the home run total that Albert does. With Albert will retire with 600 plus home runs. I don't know if Miggy will quite get this. He'll get close to 600, but I don't think he'll get there. And he'll end up with getting 3,000 hits as well. Higher batting average, probably end up with more RBIs than Pujols will on there. Again, both are Hall of Famer wise with it. 300 wins, that's the thing of the past.
Yeah, I agree.
250 is going to be the new 300 because guys just aren't playing this long.
Yeah.
Sabathia will probably get his 250, and I think Verlander will get 250. I think Verlander will be obviously first ballot Hall of Fame, 250 wins. Hopefully, multiple Cy Youngs. He should have won 2 already. He got screwed out of the one 2 years ago. But he might win he's got a shot this year and win his second, and he's got 2 no-hitters, and he's got a world championship. So I think Verlander is probably a lock for the Hall of Fame. So
yeah,
but it's on there. It's amazing on there. And you'll look on it, and we'll see what happens there. And but yeah, as our Tigers are, as I said, they're not good. We know they are.
No, they're brutal.
They're brutal, but you know what? The pitching's better than we thought it would be for us. I mean, I didn't expect we're actually getting decent starting pitching out of the Fulmer around here, but Liriano's actually not pitching too bad. Boyd's actually pitching pretty good. Zimmerman was starting to get on track there. Now he's on DL with like a tinge in his shoulder there. So you look at that wise with it. Yeah, I mean, their starting pitching's good. They're not hitting again. Castellanos is actually pretty good. Candelario is actually a nice surprise there at third. He's playing really good third. He's batting like 290, and he's got some pop at 5 home runs already this year. So yeah, Candelario is batting 286, 5 home runs, 15 RBIs. Castellanos has got 3 home runs, 23 RBIs, batting 321. Biggie was 323 before he's been kind of dinged up and ended with 3 home runs and 21 RBIs as well with it. But I mean, you've got some guys. Leonis Martin has actually been a nice surprise, batting 294 this year and playing really good center field wise for us. So, but you know, you're getting hurt as your other outfielder is not hitting on there. And let's say Iglesias has had hitting 220, Dix Machado's hitting 210. You're just not getting Victor's a freaking corpse at DH. Yeah, he's batting 252, but really that's the worst 252 anybody could ever hit.
Right.
McCann's actually playing better now. He doesn't have much. He's down there, he's hitting out 270, but yeah, you look on there, the bullpen is basically what's hurting us because we've given up some leads in that. On there. And that's definitely hurt with us. And I think you're going to see some changes there. Especially the closer in there. I mean, Boyd's got a 3.0 ERA. Leo's 3.35, Homer 3.51. So those aspects, that's not bad. But you know, Fires had a nice game. Him and Zimmerman actually had a couple good games there in a row. But yeah, you look at the bullpen, and it's Verhagen. Norris has been a train wreck. I don't know what's with that. Shane Green has been basically looking really good, or he looks really bad, which is the kicker. Is always seems to be our key with the closer. You know, looks good or it looks really really bad. So
313-349-5652. Talking a little MLB. Text line is open for you. Mark checked in talking a little bit about the Dodgers earlier. He says it's not just Kershaw, it's Roberts and Friedman being exposed and not really knowing what they're doing. I don't know. I think the Dodgers have kind of like there was high expectations for them. So like when stuff happens and you don't necessarily live up to expectations, you have a couple of injuries and that stuff adds up. I think then all of a sudden the sky is falling, especially when you're in an LA market, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know if I'd take it that far. But no, this Kershaw thing, this is a big blow. I mean, you need your guys to be ready to rock, and you know
they've not hit it all this year. Wise,
no. Well, I was about to say there's the other side of the ball here too. You have to deal with the other side of the plate because they're not lighting up the world.
I mean, you lose Corey Seager for the year at shortstop. You're not hitting wise with it. I mean, again, Cody Bellinger is he's okay. He's doing that, but he's not off to the start he hit last year. I mean, you're counting on Matt Kemp, who is like 180 years old. There at, he's batting 353 right now. But yeah, you look at him. I mean, Corey Seager's not hitting well. Jock Peterson's not hitting well. I mean, Puig is hitting freaking $193. They're just not hitting. I mean, again, you got freaking Chase Utley, who again is like 150 years old. They're just not. They're not. I mean, they just didn't address what they needed to in the offseason for basically in the regular rotation wise and pitching wise. They're not what they were last year.
Right.
I mean, you look on there, yeah, Kershaw. I mean, Alex Wood is doing okay. Actually, he's off to a nice start with it, but again, he's 0-3, but he's got like a 3.83 ERA, so that's not his fault. But Rio's hurt. Basically Kershaw's hurt. I mean, just like
a lot going on there. Yeah, absolutely.
Rich Hill's an unmitigated disaster this year. Why? Because he's too freaking old. Because he's Rich Hill. Last year was an anomaly. Kelly Jansen is not doing all. I mean, yeah. You look on there, and it's just like they didn't address any of the issues on there. They're the freaking Dodgers, and they got the more money than God, and then they didn't spend it right. I mean, they didn't get, they went traded for last year in the season there. What was it? The Cubs there now. But they should have, and he was in a big disaster. Darvish was a disaster in the playoffs. Well, should have traded for Verlander, and that would have helped out on there, especially in the National League. But he's looking with Houston. I mean, that's just on there. Arizona's a really good team.
Yeah.
And they've got young components of that team on there. So that's where you look on there. You've got Greinke, you got Robbie Ray, you got Corbin on there. I mean, they've got a nice team-wise with them. And that's why, I mean, they're not hitting on there because, again, they only had JD for half the season on it. But, yeah, I mean, that's – but they've got pitching-wise.
Right.
And they'll get somebody in there. Hit on there. Maybe we'll sucker them into taking like a Pereira or Castellanos' contract and go from there on it. But
303-449-5652, another Dodgers text. Paul chimes in and says the Dodgers are like the Kings. They cannot cannot win if you cannot outscore the other team, period. Winning 101.
right.
Well, yeah. If you cannot score, you cannot win either. So, playoff time, it's all about pitching. But they're having problems scoring. So we were talking about that a little bit earlier. MLB talk on the line. Follow us on Twitter at Studio 57, like the Studio 57 Radio Facebook page, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We weren't here last week. Apologize for that. We're on point to stay on schedule here going forward until our little summer sabbatical. Of course, we will have a midsummer spectacular. Belt Brothers Unite will be coming up here in the next couple of weeks, and then we have got that radio show will be returning, and the best of Living in the D. So lots of cool stuff coming down the pipe to kind of keep you held over in the DSR2 lean time. So hang tight on that. We'll get you some more information. Once again, follow us on Twitter and Studio 57 and all that Facebook page, and you'll be up to it. You won't miss nothing. Same thing with if you do the YouTube thing, man. We're new to the YouTube. We only did the one show. Went off really well a couple weeks ago. Moose, we had fun.
Yeah.
Doing the draft show. You guys seem to be into it. So go to the YouTube channel and subscribe. There's a little bell there. You hit it and you get the notification. So, like, if something changes in the programming and the show and what we're doing, you'll know the minute we go live, regardless of whether you caught the tweet or you were on Facebook that day or not. That's the beautiful thing about the YouTube. It's on your phone. It's an app you probably already have. You can watch it on your TV at home if you don't want to. But, I mean, the whole nine. It's cool. Go to our YouTube channel. Subscribe. We'd love to get that thing rolling. MLB talk, NBA talk, any kind of sports talk, give it to us. NBA playoffs are going on. They stretched that lead out there at halftime. Was that 9 points? Jeez. Philly. Oh, Philly.
Turnovers are killing them. Plus, they've only been to the free throw line 7 times.
They're just undisciplined young team, just one of those things. So maybe we'll put that game on while hello.
So Matty Ice signed a new contract there last week. 5 years, $150 million, $100 million guaranteed.
Woo!
$30 million a year.
Holy.
Now he's number 1. Stafford is now already number 4.
Number 4?
Number 4.
Wow. I didn't realize he'd be number 4. I knew he'd fall pretty quick, but because he was setting the standard for everybody else that was going to have a deal that year. Basically.
4.
Wow.
So, yeah, at $27 million per year on that. Because, you got Cousins at 28, Garoppolo at 27.5. And then on there. Now, Rodgers' contract's coming up, so he'll pass him. And you also have Russell Wilson coming up as well.
The money is just off the flipping chains.
Now we bitched about Stafford's contract. Now you look and you go, we're not even a year into it. You go, that looks so bad.
Well, but the problem is that what I don't understand is, like, they must be raising the salary cap at some point.
Well, they are raising the cap
because this isn't working. You can't keep raising salaries then
it went up something like $14 million this year.
Yeah, they're gonna have to continue to do that. I think in my opinion, if they're going to continue to snowball out of control like this, they have to figure something out. They got to stabilize that kind of scenario. But I that's where the conundrum comes in for me, because I think if you expand the what do you call it? What did I just say 5 seconds ago? If you keep expanding the salary cap, then teams will tend to spend that money,
Right.
even if they're overpaying guys like they did with the NBA. They got all that TV money, and then all these guys are getting big money contracts for, like, crazy contracts.
Oh yeah.
You see in the NBA, that was ridiculous. So you're only looking at the one position in the NFL at this point, but I'm kind of wondering if that's going to change, bleed over, anything like that. It'd be something to watch going forward. But
yeah, we'll look on there because you got Rodgers will be the next one, so he'll drop to 5. Then probably Russell, so he'll probably drop to 6. And then the other ones on there coming up in 2020. You got Dak Prescott, Jameis Winston, Mariota, Case Keenum, Brady. Brady will probably be retired. Roethlisberger, Eli Manning, Phil Rivers, and Drew Brees. I don't see any of these guys.
Well, you named 4 guys that'll be retired.
Right.
Or they'll get mediocre contracts on another team to kind of hang on. They'll be
because
those guys will all be done.
Brady, Eli, Rivers, Brees will probably be retired. Why?
Roethlisberger,
Yeah, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys will be retiring
right
on it, so they won't pass it. And I don't see any of those ones. Basically, Prescott, Winston, Mariota, Keenum passing 30 mil.
They better not.
Right. Then you've got 21, Carson Wentz, Jared Goff, Cam.
That's when it starts going up.
Andy Dalton. Cousins will be up again. Blake Bortles and Tannehill. Tannehill won't. Bortles won't. Dalton won't. Cam, I don't know. I think he'll be on the downside of his career by that time. So you got, but Goff and Wentz.
Those 2 guys.
Good.
Yep. Yeah. That's going to be interesting how the landscape's going to change.
22, Luck, Flacco, Deshaun Watson, Mahomes, and Trubisky. Who knows about Luck on there, but Watson could be if he keeps playing like he did before he got injured this year. There's that option wise with it.
Right.
And then we've got 13, everything comes on there. Garoppolo, Smith, Carr, Stafford, Darnold, Allen, and everybody else will be free agent by that time on there. But
that's so crazy.
With it. And so yeah, we look on there and we bitch on there about griping about. Stafford is a very polarizing figure in this now. People can gripe about it. He can't stand him on there. But I'm thinking, is he perfect? No. He's still the best we've ever had.
Yeah.
And he's still, again, when we look on there, what he's done, especially in the last couple of years wise, he's gotten better.
My whole take is do you have a top 12 quarterback?
I think he's a top 10.
I think you're probably bordering the top 10. And I just don't know that when you've ever had that and how you're ever going to get. Are you going to replace the top 10 with a top 5? No. I don't see that happening. So stop. You have to look at it from another angle. Right. It can't be from the quarterback angle. It's got to be from a team's aspect and building the team from the inside out. So hopefully that's what we're going to start seeing more. It's going to be a philosophy, a scheme. It's going to be a lot of different things to get this thing kind of going. You got to get it all together all at the same time. So it's interesting, and we're just not very adept at doing it, our team, and we have not gotten used to seeing it. So
right. And then this year will be interesting on there because, again, as we said during our draft spectacular, we saw them. I'm thinking, all right, I was kind of hoping at a edge rusher there, and I saw them taking Ragnow. I can live with it. And the more and more I thought about it, the more and more I looked at the kid, and that is, the more and more I looked at it, going, this is a really good pick. I think he has the potential of being one of the best centers in the league real fast there. Because, again, he played in the SEC West. He didn't give up a sack in his career at Arkansas at center. He played against Bama and Auburn and LSU and A&M. And he played good. He didn't give up a sack at center in 3 years as a starter against the premier teams in the country that he played on a regular basis.
Right.
And you look who the defensive guys that came out and going,
Yeah.
crap, he's really good. I think and I think he plays center 9 with it. But I think he has a chip on it. So I'm thinking, all right, you know what? If everybody's healthy, and that's the key. This team could be really good. They could have probably the best offensive line we've seen on this team since 91.
All right.
91, we got cursed on there because, again, it was a really good team with Lomas at tackle and Kevin Glover at center. And you had the guards with Andalsek and Utley. You lose Utley to the injury. And Andalsek, you lose in the offseason for mowing his lawn and gets hit by a freaking semi.
Mm.
And you go, crap, and on there. So this is like the best. This could be a top 5, top 3 offensive line in theory if down there. And I think again they'll be running the game more. I think the second round pick on there that they carry on Justin. I like it on there again, but I really like Geis, but Geis has a major character issue.
No, Geis is a big time problem. That's why he dropped.
That's why
I mean,
I can live with it.
know.
I'm like, all right. But, you're going to have Blunt as the hammer, and they're going to use Kerryon Johnson as the all-around back who basically he's going to be he's small. He's 215 pounds. He's not small. Oh, he's slow. He ran the fastest of all the running backs at the combine. I mean, when he's slow, he can receive. He does it all. He does it, but he doesn't does he do it all at 230 pounds like Shaquan Barkley? No. But you know what? That's okay because we've got the 250-pound hammer there.
Right.
I think they're going to run a lot better.
Right.
And I think they're going to be on there with defense-wise. I think it was scheme on there. We'll see what happens. Guys are going to be getting dropped on there, and they'll pick up somebody in free agent-wise in the second tier on there come June. Guys are going to get let go or whatever, and that's going to happen, and you'll just be able to pick up on it. I would have took the chance on Mo Hurst in there versus the kid they took out of Florida, but I can live with it. The safety, okay, but you know what? The secondary is going to be really good.
Right.
You can't have you on there with today's spreads and all that. Yeah, you need as many defensive backs as you can, and he's a really good cover on there, and he can play safety on it. Okay, I can live with it on there, with it. But you know what? We'll see what happens. But I think in this team might actually be better than last year's, and they just wanted the record because the schedule's a lot tougher this year. I think Minnesota's a lot better this year. I think Green Bay's better than last year was with it. On there, I think Chicago's a lot better this year. I think Chicago really did a nice job on the draft.
Yeah.
With it.
Yeah, I agree.
But there's some teams on there that I thought Oakland had had a horrible draft, and Cleveland I thought had a horrible draft. Only Cleveland could have everything gifted to you, and you still go, huh?
How do you have the number 1 and the number 4 overall pick and not leave with one top 5 player? I mean, that's a big fat F. Like you have 2 top 5 picks, and you left the draft with not one of the guys in the top 5.
Right.
Not one.
Right.
You had 2 picks in the top 5. You didn't get one fucking guy that belonged in the top 5.
You didn't. We saw
That is the biggest epic fail in the draft I've ever seen, other than anything Matt Miller did.
Basically had Barkley. You had Darnold or Mayfield at 4. Took Barkley at 1 or Chubb at 1 and still get your quarterback at 4. You had Chubb sitting there at 4 and you pass on him. What the hell's wrong with you? And you take a quarterback, he wasn't even the best corner.
Right.
At 4, you go, huh? And in the second round, you go, okay, they take, Nick Chubb out of on there, but even in the other end of the guard on there, they're going to, all right, it wasn't even the best guard available.
Right. I just saying. And everybody up in arms because we picked a center. Because you paid your quarterback $100 million.
Better keep his ass
and you
upright.
want to keep him fucking upright. We're stupid. But you got the Cleveland Browns out there, and people are like, oh, I think they did pretty good. You're smoking crack.
We got Greg up because we take a center who could probably be the best, who could be Alex Mack,
Right.
or the kid from Philly on there at center there. And again, he's on there. He's got that potential. I mean, they were talking with Chris Sims there locally from Bleach Report, and he says Frank Ragnow, he goes, in 3 years could be the best center in the league.
Yep.
He says, I love the pick.
Right.
He says, you look on there, he said he had the combines and all the testing, he hit a home run. But you know what it is? You look at game film, and it was even better.
Right.
So guess what? I have no problem whatsoever with the pick.
My whole thing is
and I looked down there and I went, okay, I live with it now. I look more and more. I'm going, I really like the pick.
I like the pick because of what I just said about protecting the quarterback. And you just drafted a 10-year starter minimum.
And guess what?
Right off rip.
What couldn't you do all season long when it was based on there? Run up the middle.
Right.
Now you got a guard, you got a center there that's gonna blow doors off people. You have a center that's got a means, it's gonna push off, and guess what? You're not gonna fail at first and goal from the 1 anymore.
Right.
You're gonna get that ball in there.
Right.
So I have no
idea. I
there was a nice pick on there with it. More and more,
it's not sexy. Everybody wants fucking sexy.
I don't want. Again, that's
I'm done with sexy. I'm done with sexy. I'm done with that. Those the sexy picks are hoes. I don't want the hoe. I want a good looking lady that's not a hoe.
That's not gonna hang out.
Yeah, I don't want the hoe.
No.
And that's what everybody wants. They want that sexy pick. They want the hoe. I don't want the hoe.
No. And I thought is the way everything fell to us. I'm thinking, okay. And then Landy came out that he had back issues with it on it. That came out the next time. I'm like, okay, you know what? All right, I can live with it. And the more I go, you know what? I like it. I really like it on there with it. And then they take the kid out of Oregon, who was the Pac-12 offensive lineman of the year.
Right.
All right.
Yep.
Depth on the line there. That's what you got to do. Now we got depth. You've got guys you can play basically guard, center, tackle, center. With it, you've got some depth there at the line, and again, they're going to run the ball more. So that's the fun. That's not a problem with it. Again, New England, I thought getting Wynn out of Georgia and trading back into it and getting Sony Michel was like typical New England. I mean, it's just like
right. Yeah, that's what they do.
And what they did in the offseason too, with the free agent was.
They got a million picks now. They can pick all over the place. It's crazy.
But Cleveland was on. I mean, the only one that had worse on their first round hit of Cleveland was probably Oakland. They traded down to you going, and they get a kid going third rounder in the first round.
Yeah, what did you do that for?
And Denver taking Chubb. I mean, just like that defense is gonna be scary.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's
Buffalo
ridiculous.
Getting the guy on there, Josh Allen, and then trading up and to get Tremaine Edwards.
Yep, nice move.
That's a nice move.
Tremaine Edwards
was a beast. I would have liked to see the Lions got him on there, but I can get on with it. But yeah, I think Tremaine Edwards will be.
Well, it was a nice aggressive move, and I like that. I'd like to see stuff like that when we're in a position to do that. I don't think that's where we're at, as a Lions, fan, not yet. So. I like what they did. You're bringing in a new coach. You're going to have a new scheme. You're going to have a new philosophy. You're going to have a new thing. So you go with the guys that, once again, depth the line. You're going to build the trenches. You're going to work that way. I love the way they went about it. We'll see if it proves to, reap some benefits. But if it does, then you can move on to those other things. You can
get sexy.
Then you can start getting sexy picks. You know what I'm saying? You can't come out with sexy picks right now. You got to be sensible. It's fine to have some sexy pumps, but or high heel stilettos or whatever, but you can't walk in them bitches every day. So they need to do some shit, and I'm cool with the non-sexy pick.
Yeah,
I'm cool with it. Now, if it doesn't pan out and they have to do it again, then we start having some problems. Yeah.
But I think what it is with what Quinn's done wise with it. I think he's been a lot better than bad. He's been pretty good on there with it because again, none of his picks over the last 3 years have been sexy picks.
No, they really haven't. But, this is the other thing, too, is, I haven't seen a great market improvement either. So, That's what I want to see. I want to see some kind of market improvement, and we just really haven't. We were still floating and teetering in the same spot we were. Essentially, he's supposed to get us past. Like, that hasn't happened.
But again, I think and that really will happen, I think, this year with coaching.
Well, that's what we're going to find out because, once again, it's one of those things. When you did not let the GM pick his coach and you brought this asshole back, you just stunted the team for no reason.
2 years.
Yeah, I mean, it was a waste of time. You wasted 2 years of that dude's contract. Flat.
Right. And for his first year, you get to the playoffs. Like, well, you can't fire him now because they did get to the playoffs. And then
yeah, but you got
and then last year it was like, you know what, 97's not good enough.
But you hired a new GM to change the culture and to change things and to fix it and to finally get out of it.
Right,
and they didn't fucking get rid of the fucking guy. So you wasted 2 years of this GM. A waste of fucking time.
I agree with it. They should have fired him off the bat on there and done it there, but now he's got the coach that he wants.
And we'll see. Now we got to see what happens. And then what? You give him 2 years, and that's not enough. So now he's been here 4 years, and if they're not winning, he'll probably get fired.
Right.
And why? Because you didn't do your fucking job. Because you didn't let him bring in his guys. 2 years is not necessarily going to be what turns it around. I mean, you can do it, but I don't know. If you got to build a team the right way, you need to.
Well, I mean, you look on there, who's not going to be as good next year on there is, I mean, now with Ingram out 4 games for PEDs.
Well, he's appealing that. He says he's clean and that he wants his B sample tested, and he's going nuts. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens there.
We'll have to test his B samples. What's going to happen? And if his B sample comes in dirty,
because Seattle, another one too, took a guy in the first round. All their picks were like, Seattle's going to be 3rd in that division.
I'll say. Yeah. Well, we do this every year, Moose. There'll be 6 new teams in the playoffs. So
right.
It's just the stats. It's the math. It's just
what happens. With the AFC East. I week 10.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy.
Till Brady retires on that.
I got, did you hear Ben Roethlisberger all butthurt because they drafted a quarterback?
Dude, didn't he say he was going to retire? He was debating whether or not to come back after last year.
Yeah.
A year ago, not this past season, but the year before.
Now he's like, I'm going to play 3 to 5 more years. Shut up, you are not. You're going to eat 3 to 5 more hamburgers. You're not going to play 3 to 5 more years. If you play 3 to 5 more years, they're going to have to put you in like lineman pads, you fat fuck. I mean, Jesus, double chin Christ. I mean, what the fuck? The guy's like, he's not Ben Roethlisberger. He's the guy who ate Ben Roethlisberger. And he didn't have some Ben Roethlisbergers. Jesus Christ. Stop it. You whined and complained about fucking, I don't know if I can play and this and that, the other thing. And then they go out and draft a guy and you're butthurt about it. Shut the fuck up.
You look at him and it's like he's getting large and like 8 people on there. And then you got Brady who's actually older that even looks younger than him.
I know. Well, Tom Brady is actually Benjamin Button. So let's just stop. Let's just get it done.
He's actually getting younger as he gets older.
Yes, his jersey should say Button, not Brady. I mean, he's Benjamin freaking Button. He's going fucking backwards. That's all there is to it. And Ben Roethlisberger got like injected with some Charles Barkley. He's just swelling up like he got stung by 100 bees. It's unbelievable.
He's got a peanut allergy.
I'm telling you. He's like, well, oh my God. Unbelievable. Whining and complaining. I can't believe it. Butthurt about that shit. You're talking about retirement. What are they supposed to do, dude? And then he's like, nobody wants to train their replacement, dude. Well, and then so what's his name's like, well, Alex Smith was cool to me. He helped me out a lot.
Yeah.
Mahomes. So come on. Ben, try again.
McCown says, hey, I'm going to help out Darnold all I can.
Yeah. Ben, you're a douche. Stop it.
Brady didn't want to because he didn't want to be replaced by Garoppolo.
Well, Brady at least kept that in house and then just had the guy terminated. You know, he just like just get him out of here. Just trade him for a ham sandwich. I don't even care. We'll trade him in, and we'll just I'll give my Brady diet plan to everybody, and everybody will be happy.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You're gonna find out he's just like doing Pilates and eating like strawberry smoothies. That's it. That's all he does.
Smooth kale chips.
Yeah, that's all he does.
You ever eat a kale chip?
No, Moose. No, I would rather eat a moose chip.
They're vile.
A kale chip. It's like, I mean, like, do you? I thought we were friends. Like, why the fuck would I want that? You must not like me trying to feed me kale chips.
Kale. Who the hell eats kale?
If you give your friends kale chips, you are not a friend at all. You're a bastard. You are a fucking bastard. Kale chips, son of a bitch. That's why all vegans are gray and gaunt, because they got no fucking nutrients, because they eat shit like kale chips.
Kale has no
Fucking,
nutrients.
it has nothing. You're actually better off eating paint chips, because at least you get lead. Because lead is better than anything that comes in kale.
Kale's a garnish.
Kale is
Garnish. That was a little lettuce piece that your sandwich sat on.
I thought it was like something you put in the fucking pool to keep shit off of. Isn't it like a slime that grows on your pool? I mean, what the fuck is kale?
Kale is like some sort of lettuce thing.
Oh,
it's like a green hardy lettuce. That's even nastier than cabbage.
That's horrible. It's horrible. Horrible. The aliens are not coming to this planet. The bald, small, gray-skinned, big-eyed freaks that you are mistaken for aliens are just vegans eating kale chips all day. And then walking the earth in the sunlight. Or the moonlight, I mean.
I tried one. I'm like, oh, it's gross. Give me a Twinkie.
It's kind of like the Meatloaf song. I'll do a lot of things, but I won't do that. I won't do that. God.
Kale chips.
You know, I'm not sure what's worse. Making a Meatloaf reference or kale chips. Oh, yes, I am. Fucking kale chips. Fucking kale chips is worse than any Meatloaf reference. So go ahead and put that in your text machine and smoke it, fuckers. 313-349-5652. Text line's open. The show's almost over. You guys suck. I'm just kidding. You're a pretty good day for a light, slow day. But, you know, we're back on it. So get on the YouTube thing and hang with us. And we'll get it back up to speed like we did a couple of weeks ago. It was fun. Beer Can Dan has not been here in the text machine for a while. He's back. He says, I did catch the draft special on YouTube replay. What is with the drop-down screen? Hey, we'll do more of that. What
Did you like it?
Did you like it? I mean, are you digging a Beer Can? We'll do some more watch it with us episodes. I mean,
we may have to do a like an NBA draft party now.
Yeah, we might have to.
Wait, we can't because the Pistons aren't drafting.
Oh, well, that'll be horrible. The draft's only 2 rounds, so like it'll be an ultra fast show.
Especially, we'll keep going to the Pistons make their pick. Oh, we're done.
No, we're done. There isn't one.
5 minutes after 8. Thanks. See ya.
See ya. No, but maybe if we have another game that's like another thing going on, maybe we'll pop it in there and use that again. If this playoff game right here was closer, if this wasn't a 10-point game, if this was a 2-2 series tie and it was a close game, we might drop it down for the final segment. You know what I'm saying? We might work some stuff like that in there.
Maybe work something on like NBA conference or NHL conference championships, in NHL finals,
yeah, things like that. You know,
they kept us on. They didn't boot us off.
They did not, and it's still up. So they didn't remove it either. So we're rocking. So like, yeah, maybe we'll do like a finals, NBA finals type scenario. Maybe it'll be a good Game 7 type scenario. Maybe that'll be worth it. Game 7s are always,
yes.
So maybe that's worth it. You know, if we get a Game 7, we have 2 opportunities. Well, we have more than that. We have multiple opportunities at a Game 7 scenario.
Right.
So let's see what happens. It's obviously not going to happen in this series, but in the next one, maybe. We'll see. So anyway, I'm gonna start doing the pee-pee dance here pretty soon. What the hell's going on with my bladder? God damn. One of them things. So we're back normal time. We'll be back the same bad time, same bat channel next week. I am just, it's just, it is going to be a depressing, sad thing for Detroit sports fans. So all our local guys, please take your antidepressants and don't and put
I'm not gonna be suicidal.
put all your ropes away and all that. Just be careful.
I'm not killing myself over this sport. I will kill anybody else. Those responsible for this mess.
I'm kind of holding hope that Michigan football is worth watching this year.
Shea Patterson is now proud. Yes. Oh, there's a quarterback battle. No, there's not. He's your starter.
And then it is.
So he'll be the starter. We'll see what happens here. We'll talk about that
when we get closer to it. But I mean, it's gonna be a rough go for Detroit sports fans. I'm sorry, but we'll still be here for a bit and like I said, we'll do the midsummer spectacular when we get to break. We'll talk to you more about those dates and things as they come. Same thing with the other shows and programming and whatnots and what have you. So Twitter at Studio 57. Studio 57 Radio Facebook page, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Be up to date. Don't miss out.
Click on subscribe.
That's where it's at. I'm telling you. Please. 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 I'm not afraid of begging. I'm not above bribery. Do some more giveaways. I mean, we accept bribes. I'm sure you guys do, right?
Yes. And if you're in the TV market on there, you have flash screens on there, I can use a new one.
We could use it, yes. Moose. I figured you'd go there.
That's right. It's all about me.
It is about you, man. That's all right.
It's all about Moose. We'll be back next week. Say bad time, bad channel. Meantime, peace out, brothers.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
You're listening to Studio 57 Radio, your home for underground.